Let's call for Rossland! Alright, let's take it easy.
Combining history, comedy, and the can-can, Love and Business is this year's theatrical offering from the Gold Fever Follies, a summer tradition that began in Rossland 30 years ago.
Ray Furlot started it all those years ago. What an amazing man, and just like we're all just so blessed to come out here every summer, get to do what we love and put on this show for the amazing people of Rossland and the people that come and visit us and stuff like that. It's become a bit of an institution, and we're really happy to be a part of it.
Traditionally, the Follies have been performed in the historical Miners Hall, but this year the show was moved due to renovations. And what better spot to move to than one of the buildings that is actually featured in the story, the Old Bank of Montreal. Being in the bank presented some unique challenges, which helped create an immersive experience for the audience.
So the audience comes in and sits all around the stage and all around the building, and so you get to take in some of the action happens right in front of you. Some of it happens at the other end of the room. We're using the bar as the bar because, as you know, the Follies always happens around in a bar, and so this year's no exception. So we're actually using the one in the building, barbershop at the other end. The can goes right down the middle of the room. It's really exciting.
Each year sees the Follies performing an original script, usually inspired by a real historical event, and this year's plot is no exception, as it highlights a race between two banks, both vying to be the first in Rossland.
That was the British Bank of North America and the Bank of Montreal. The story this year takes place around 1895, which is quite early in Rossland's history, sort of one of the major big events that happened. And so parallel to the story of these two banks happening is the owner of the hotel, the Velvet Hotel, Willabilla, who is a fictional character, and Joseph Lachenbell, who is the barber. And these two are sort of each having trouble in their own respects, and they sort of open their doors to these two banks, which sort of opens up a whole Pandora's box of problems and funny events, but ultimately it leads to them sort of discovering what's important to them.
Casey Gray is no stranger to musical theater, having performed in the Follies before. But this season, not only does Gray have a lead role, he also wrote the script, which combines creative fiction with historical truths.
This year we have three characters who were real gentlemen in Rossland's history: Joseph Lachenbell, the barber, my character Lockhart, who is an undertaker, and also Jordan, who is a furniture salesman from Georgia. So we had some funny accents this year, and then the rest of the characters are written to really supplement those real stories and also highlight some of the things that women were doing in Rossland that we don't get to see in Rossland's history.
Love and Business runs throughout the summer at the Old Bank of Montreal building in Rossland. There are two shows daily from Tuesday to Saturday at 3 and 7:30 p.m. More information on the Gold Fever Follies can be found online at goldfeverfollies.com. For Go in Rossland, I'm Christina Krichkowski.